You are very psychic. Know that you are. It may be dormant, but you have it. It feels that there's no middle ground in another sense, in that you either choose to be positive with your intentions, with what you do, with your hands and with your voice, or if you choose fear and anger, whatever it is you decide, you're going to get it back in spades. So if you know that's your choice, you choose love, you choose positivity, you choose to be gentle with your words. Hey there, welcome back to another episode of taking a look at the universal symbolisms, the universal truths, the psychological profiles, and the gemstones day by day as seen through the Sabian symbols of astrology. They are a deep dive into astrology. Even though I am following the sun of the degrees, these apply to any planet, house cusp, asteroid, midpoint, any significant point in your birth chart. This gives you a deeper understanding of what is going on with that particular planet, that particular position in your chart, if you're into astrology. If you're not, you can still gain a lot of information from this. It is information that applies to all of us. So without further ado, we're going to jump into Taurus 29 today. We're on Taurus Scorpio 29. Here we go with Taurus. Two cobblers working side by side at a table. A man reaches out to a marble statue. He feels it smiling. A man amuses himself by drawing strange shapes. A road comes to an end, but a woman and her dog find their way beyond it. With tiny files and chisels, a man is sculpting clouds of mist from white alabaster. The stone for Taurus 29 is Gabbro, or black stone, or Indigo Gabbro. It goes by many names. Really beautiful. The spelling will be in the description. It is useful for intuition and spiritual works. It grounds you while letting you communicate with your higher self. It is an excellent stone for grounding. Very, very protective. Its vibration connects you to earth energy. It assists in releasing excess energy that you no longer need, so you feel balanced. It's a wonderful stone to carry if you're feeling quote-unquote scattered. We're near the end of the degrees for Taurus here and Scorpio. So these last, I've mentioned this before, but for those of you who are new here, the last 5 degrees of any sign are really, really powerful, and they pull together a lot of the power, and it's concentrated. 29, the 29th degree, has strong clairvoyance and psychic abilities. That's in general any 29th degree, and accuracy of sight and prognosis. So strong psychic ability here. There's a big theme of sculptures, of carving marble. We always have a choice, but here it's very strong. There's a strong sense of polarities. There's a strong sense of limitations. There's a way through. As with all things, there's always a way through. And it's gaining understanding of a shadow, like a shadow behavior, a shadow element in your life, whatever it is you're really afraid of, whatever big elephant is in your room. And the way to do it is by not being afraid to take a look at it, from coming at it from both sides. The two cobblers working side by side at a table, that is literal. It could be someone working on shoes, but feet are understanding, and there's 2 of them. So we have a solid understanding through the knowledge of both sides of a situation. So 2 feet, both sides of a situation. This has to me, it feels a lot like Libra in the balance that this projects. By understanding from both sides, you can find your way through. Deeply understanding both sides of a situation in order to come to the middle ground and walk through. So that's one way to look at this. Another way is to, and again, sometimes I feel myself sounding like Pollyanna, but it feels that there's no middle ground in another sense, in that you either choose to be positive with your intentions, with what you do, with your hands and with your voice, or if you choose fear and anger, whatever it is you decide, you're going to get it back in spades. So if you know that's your choice, you choose love, you choose positivity, you choose to be gentle with your words, and it will come back to you that way. So there's talk about karma here and things coming back around. There's also, being that we're at the end, near the end of a fixed degree, there can be frustration, thinking, whatever I do, nothing ever changes, blah, blah, blah. You could have that kind of a thing. You could also have the woman coming to the end of a road and not knowing which way to go. You go on faith, you jump in and you go on faith and you find the way through. So there's always a way through. And the way through here is to see yourself as a mediator. Wear your mediator hat with this one and see both sides of a story and speak gentle with your words, be positive with your intentions, with whatever you do. And there's the ability to take a look at really dark things. One little snapshot here is looking through a microscope at a deadly disease and smiling into it with love, with, like pink quartz energy, that kind of thing. And you turn the situation completely around. You heal whatever was awful and disgusting and nasty. So, there could be some nastiness here. There could be some despair and feeling like there's just no way out. You're painted into a corner, but you're not. If you look around, you're going to find a hidden doorway in the corner. But you have to know it's there, and you have to step out of fear. So if you catch yourself doing anything today out of fear, stop what you're doing and take a breath before you move forward, because it would be better to come back to it, try to change the script. Say there's always a way through. I create with love, not fear. Okay? Let's take a look at Scorpio. 29, Scorpio. An Indian squaw pleading to the chief for the lives of her children. Through a doorway, nothing but empty blue sky in all directions. After an earthquake, priceless artifacts are being carried away from a museum. Messages hidden in all measurements of an ancient city. An umbilical cord. The stone for Scorpio is nephrite or Jade Actinolite, and the spelling will be in the description. It speaks to the heart chakra. It promotes deep peace, balance, and strength. It gives you abundance and harmony. It helps with physical and emotional well-being, especially during unpleasant or difficult situations. And it promotes fertility. Beautiful stones, check those out. The strongest takeaway that I have for this degree is the umbilical cord, seen as a way of cutting it to get rid of negativity. Visualize it in your head, cutting the umbilical cord, because even though it can be invisible, things that people do and things that we say have imprints. In Taurus, we saw that the marble statue was smiling. So everything is alive, everything is projecting some kind of energy. And here we're told that if we cut the cord, we can get rid of it. And to project through the cord, like if you want to heal someone or yourself, see an umbilical cord from yourself to the other person and project love into it, not fear. I project love, not fear. There's a deep emphasis of that on both of these degrees. So negativity could be really strong here. And the way through is to project love. Another way of looking at the Indian woman pleading for her children is through a religious view. Mother Mary, seen as the mediator through prayer, interceding for wayward individuals. This could be an attorney who represents people who've crossed the line. So interceding on someone else's behalf or yourself. So the power of bidding to our higher power to find a way through something that feels heavy and stuck. Also seeing our world as ever-changing. The doorway, nothing but blue sky in all directions. Seeing the mundane, the everyday, like you have a tree in your backyard, but every day you see something different in it, like the shape of a heart. The next day it's the face of a dragon. The next day it's something else. So it's seeing something different in everything every day. In Washington, D.C., there are bits of astrology all hidden throughout the city. Leave a comment if you have more information about that. And severing yourself from something that needs to go away, but you've been so connected to it for so long, you're really not sure how to do it. You think of the umbilical cord. Like if you have a toxic relationship with someone, you can visualize that person with an umbilical cord from you to that other person, and you cut it. Almost a funeral type of meditation to get rid of that, to let it go. You could see that with addictions or a person addicted to a person, anything negative in your life that is just not serving you, but you feel really, really connected to and you're not sure how to get past it. This degree is a good time to bid it farewell. Power of shifting situations through subtly, that means your intentions and your willpower, through gentle persuasion of your words, speaking softer, speaking with the intent that I have a way through. Faith. We're near the very end of a long stretch of degrees that are about faith. Mother Mary and the Indian squaw are going to the chief. So, that's going to the king. That's going to God, going to the highest power, getting on your knees and saying, please help me through this. That's what this is. So there can be some desperation here. That means there's intimate giving and receiving through the power of prayer, through the power of meditation, intention, but doing it through a gentleness, a subtleness, subtle willpower, choosing love instead of fear. So there's always a way through. This person has a sense of getting out of sticky situations, and the way they do it is subtly, and a powerful way to heal. This is a powerful healer. That's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you. I would love to hear if any of these symbols speak to you specifically, or if you've had a dream about these. And until next time, take care.